future's in our hands. Managing risks, protecting our lands. Let's plan, let's prepare. Together we stand strong. Through disaster, we remain a resilient nation. On the horizon, the future's in our hands. Managing risks, protecting our lands. Let's plan, let's prepare. Together we stand strong. Through disaster, we remain a resilient nation.
Greetings and welcome to On the Horizon, your go-to space for community insights, awareness, and national progress as it relates to disaster preparedness. I'm your host, Zoe Bandito.
On the horizon, the future's in our hands. Managing risks, protecting our lands. Let's plan, let's prepare. Together we stand strong. Through disaster, we remain a resilient nation.
As we navigate the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, keeping our communities safe isn't just the job of one single office. It's a shared responsibility. That is why the Nevis Disaster Management Department is launching a vital new interview series right here on the show called Mission Resilience. Over the next few months, we are bringing you exclusive behind-the-scenes conversations with the vital agencies, organizations, and partners who work tirelessly before, during, and after emergencies. We'll be diving deep into multiple hazard awareness readiness, examining everything from hurricane preparedness to long-term community strength. Our goal? To give you the knowledge you need to protect your homes, your families, and our beautiful island we call Nevis. And today, we are kicking off part one of our special two-part episode with our brave individuals who are always on the front line when disaster strikes. Joining us in the studio today to discuss operational readiness, fire safety, and hazard response is Mr. Davron Clarke, Divisional Fire Officer representing the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, Nevis Division. Mr. Clarke, welcome to On the Horizon.
Good morning, my name is Davron Clarke, Divisional Fire Officer in the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services attached to the Nevis Division. My roles and responsibility are to ensure the safety of all the citizens and the visitors through the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and to also ensure that my officers under my command are fully trained and responsible to respond to disasters and emergency once we are called out to do so. We are trained to basically go out to businesses, to schools, in the community to ensure that we educate the citizenry about fire safety, which includes having smoke detectors, having fire extinguishers, having a well laid out evacuation plan. So just in an event of an emergency, you know exactly what to do and how to be safe and reach out of the property and go to a safe area until our staff arrives. In a dry season, the vegetations become very dry. As a result, persons are lighting fires without permission that is seemingly, once they get away and get to the vegetation close by, they will spread and intensify and spread to other areas, including persons' farms, personal property, vehicles, etc. So we are asking persons to cease and desist from lighting fires during the dry season. During the hurricane season, we are being impacted by a hurricane. The winds may just blow down persons' houses, blow down electrical wires. Those persons may have garage, the oil that are being stored, they may be leaked into the drains and the nearby residents, which may cause fire. So we're asking persons to remove all hazardous materials, both liquid and solid, away from any source that in an event of a hurricane that they won't get into our waste and in other areas to cause fires. have a number of hazards throughout businesses and at homes. Hazards can be basically storage of chemicals, flammable materials. It could be liquid, it can be gasoline and kerosene and oil and those stuff. We have persons who are selling and who have the LPGs in place. Those two can be hazards. So once we put all these hazards in a safe area, we'll be able to prevent anything from happening. So basically, during such time, we'll ask persons to put things in place, like as I said earlier, the smoke detectors, put them throughout your facility, ensure that you have your fire extinguishers placed strategically throughout the business and your homes, and also you have to know the type of extinguishers and the location, and ensure that your family and staff are fully aware of how to use these extinguishers. The smoke detectors will be giving off an audible sound to alert persons that there is smoke-filled environment and how to get out of the property. Also, we want persons to implement a fire evacuation plan, which includes, once there's a fire inside of your business or home, how they can get out safely and go to the nearest vulnerable point, safety place, and then you will call the fire rescue services and the different agencies to respond, and we will come and ensure that we extinguish fires and update you further on any risks involved. Early detection and early extinguishment is very much important. As I said earlier, one of the means and mechanisms is a smoke detector, which will alert you. Upon hearing that, we will have to get into action immediately to try to extinguish the fire once it is in its incipient phase. That means when a fire has just started. During such time, you will try to extinguish the fire and call 911 or the local fire department here in Nevis, 469-3444, and we will come and continue and do the extinguishing process and safety mechanism wherever you are. Once there's a fire in your home, we expect that, one, you alert the fire rescue services, alert your neighbors, alert your families. Secondly, you will, once you have persons inside, you will expect that all the doors should be closed, because during such time, if there's a fire in the house, we do not want the fire to go spread throughout. So once you close the doors, we expect you to be confined in one area. To get out now, as I mentioned, you have to use the back of your hand to feel the doorknob on the door to ensure that once it is cool, you know that there may be a limited or no fire, but once there is heat, you know exactly that there's a fire inside. So you have to use means and ways to be prevented from smoke inhalation by covering your nose, crawling low underground under the smoke, and try to get out of the property. One of the major challenges is responding. We have persons who do not adhere to the sirens. That's one. So we're urging persons, when you hear the siren or the flashing emergency lights, once it is safe to do so, pull to the side or use another means to get off or move away from the area so the fire department can pass. Also in Nevis, we have some small roads and some small alleyways that preventing the fire appliance and emergency vehicles to get in close, in a very close proximity to the fire. Another issue that we have been seeing is the naming of streets throughout Nevis. When persons call and they give us a particular address, but we do not know the area, that is one of our areas in which the response time might be reduced because of all of these incidents that we face in Nevis. want to thank the Nevis Disaster Management for their active roles and participation and partnership with us, the St. Kitts and Nevis Rescue Services. Through the years and very recent, we have been attending a number of trainings, including disaster risk management, first aid, stop the bleeding, how we go about ensuring that we are very much prepared before, during, and after hurricanes. Recently, we had a tsunami drill where the fire department was very much involved in participating, ensuring that persons are alerted. We went around with our sirens and our megaphones, telling persons this is an exercise and please go to higher grounds. That too was very effective. So partnership with stakeholders, in fact, with the Nevis disaster is very much impactful. And our officers are very much trained, and we're looking forward to continuous partnership and training from both entities here in Nevis. The police basically is there for crowd control and in event of an evacuation. Anytime there's an emergency, we sometimes call the police. We might read first, police might read first, then we have to activate our ICS, Incident Command System plans, and then in an event that we don't have confusion, we have a smooth flow of us moving forward to ensure the safety of all. We take part in safety at our of our sporting events, our accidents, at our fire emergency calls. Anytime we need the assistance of the police and the army and the EMS, they are there for us. Let me also say that we have a number of our officers who are very much trained and certified in CPR, EMS, and EMR, including myself. So whenever we are at a scene and EMS needs assistance, we can assist them and we can start the process of ensuring that the persons on scene are safe until the arrival of the EMS department. Well, basically, for a fire to start, we need 3 elements, basically. We need the fire triangle, where we have on one side is heat, oxygen, and fuel. Once we remove one side, the fire will eventually be extinguished. So the scenario you gave, a frying pan with fire, basically we just cover it. Once we have the heat from the stove, that's one element. We have the fuel, which is the oil, and we have the oxygen around us. So once we'll be covering it, we'll be excluding the oxygen, which will be smothering the fire. Okay, so it is very safe not to throw water, because water will just spread the fire and intensify the fire. So we're asking persons to cover it. Also to have a wet cloth. They can wet the cloth and put it over it. We will cool it. And if we have an extinguisher, we can also use the extinguisher. We're asking persons, as it relates to electrical equipment, to do not overload your electrical plugs and sockets, and be mindful of the amperage that you have in your homes. If the amount of electrical equipment are not sufficient enough in the house, they can be overloaded and cause fire. So these are a number of hazards in the home that we have to take particular attention to and know what to do in an event of a fire. Okay, we have 5 classes of fires: Class A, B, C, D, and K. Class A fires involve ordinary combustible throughout the household, like paper, cloth, wood, bed, sheet. Class B fires, we have flammable liquids and gaseous liquids, including flammable liquid will be gasoline, kerosene, diesel, etc. And the gaseous fuel may be BOP and flit, BOP, and cologne, etc. When we have the Class C extinguishers, that involve energized electrical equipment, which is transformers, AC, television, transformers, etc. We have Class D fires, which involve combustible metals, and we have Class K fires that we use for the kitchen. Basically, we have to know the different types of extinguishers. We have water extinguishers that put out Class A fires. We have multi-purpose extinguishers which put out Class A, B, and C fires. We have carbon dioxide extinguishers which puts out Classes B and C fires. So in the event of a fire, we are asking person to use the PASS method. The acronym is PASS. P-A-S-S. The P stands for pull the locking pin. The A stands for aim the nozzle to the base of the fire. The first S is to squeeze the lever. And the last S is to sweep from left to right at the base of the fire until the fire is out. So that is basically how you put out a fire using a portable fire extinguisher.
Thank you for joining us on the Horizon, where we are aiming to build a resilient nation. See you next time.